You must have spiritual discernment and realize that everyone that's there for you is not there for you. Some people have hidden motives and hidden agendas. And in actuality, some of them are even planted by the devil. Jesus talked about this over in Matthew chapter 13 and verse 24, when he talked about that the enemy planted weeds amongst the wheat. So the devil will strategically place some people in your life to try to impede your progress, to try to keep you bound, to try to keep you from fulfilling your God-given purpose and your destiny, to try to make you feel inadequate, to try to make you feel less than who you are, to try to distract you, things of that nature. And they may blend in. They may look really helpful. And sometimes you may have even grown fond of them. So that's why not only do you need spiritual discernment, but you need God also to pray for your spiritual discernment to be heightened. And that's why sometimes God removes certain people from your life, or sometimes God exposes them. Out the blue, they may be exposed. What's really in their heart, the jealousy, the hidden agenda, and it may catch you off guard, but it's best that they were exposed now than in the future. Remember, a snake has to be in close proximity to bite you. So the enemy, when he wants to do damage, he's going to plant someone close to you, not far away. And the weeds grow up around the wheat because they're trying to take the nutrients away from the wheat. And the enemy will plant his people around you, sometimes to hold you back, to try to pull you back into old habits and discourage you from moving out on what God told you to do. So understand that you must be wise to the tricks and the wiles and the schemes of the enemy. He has no new tricks. He's not creative, but he is deceptive, and he will keep doing the same tricks over and over. So sometimes when certain people get exposed in your life, or God removes certain people in your life, remember that it was not rejection. It was really God's protection, because God can see something that you cannot see. Remember, Jesus was betrayed by one of his own disciples, Judas. So if Jesus experienced it, think about that. That we need to be wise and prepared for and on guard for something like that that may happen in our life also. But another point that I want to make is that when God does expose certain people, or if they do something that's detrimental to you, know that in the long run, whatever they did, it will not even matter. In somehow and in some way, God is going to factor that in and use it as a stepping stone, or somehow and in some way to get you to your next level. And eventually they will reap what they sow. So you don't need to be bitter about it. You can keep moving on. But be wise to this fact that sometimes it's people that's not clapping for you. Sometimes it's people that say that they are for you, but they really don't want to support you. Secretly, they're hoping that you fail. Secretly, they're preying on your downfall. Why? Because they're comparing themselves to you. Some people want to see you doing good, but just not doing better than them. So secretly, they're trying to compare themselves to you. And if they feel like you're getting ahead of them, then you may experience more jealousy from them. But it's not anything that you are doing wrong. It has everything to do with their heart. But I'm just making this video to help you understand some of the tricks, the schemes, and the wiles of the devil, because the enemy has no new tricks. What he pulled in the Bible, what he pulled on people 20 years ago, 50 years ago, he's still trying to pull the same tricks now. Because the truth is, he can't stop you, but he will try to get you to stop yourself by planting people to hold you back, by planting people to distract you, by planting people to discourage you. That's why sometimes you have to guard your plans, guard your dreams, because you cannot tell big dreams to small-minded people. There are some dream killers, some dream assassins out there that will try to make you doubt, that will try to keep you contained, that will try to stop you from moving out on what God told you to do. But when God shows you something, when you know you've heard God's voice, you just have to be obedient and understand that along the way, it may be some people that get jealous. It may be some people that don't like it. It may be some people that don't understand. But that's just confirmation. That's confirmation that, hey, you're on the right track. You're on the right path. And the enemy is just trying to do some things to slow you down, get you off the right path, or distract you altogether. But just keep going. And understand that sometimes when God shows you who certain people are or removes them from your life, just trust that God did it for a reason. So you don't have to keep going back or keep wondering if you did something wrong. Just understand that God can see something that you can't see. God can hear conversations about you when you was not in the room. God knows what's really in their heart. So God can surround you around the people that are for you, around the people that want to see you succeed and that will actually help you succeed, around people that are happy when you win and not sad and angry and mad just because you're winning, or just because God is elevating you, or just because God is taking you from faith to faith and from glory to glory, because that makes them feel bad about themselves. So be discerning. Pray that your spiritual discernment be heightened, that you can know who is really for you and who is really against you. And remember, sometimes when God removes people or shows you who they really are, you just have to believe them. You just have to trust God and keep going forward and be all that God called and created you to be, because God knows what's on the inside of you. Potential, gifts, talents, some things that you may not even know was there until you act in obedience on what God is instructing you to do. Trust your Heavenly Father, because He will not steer you wrong, and God cannot mismanage your life. Glory to His name. Well, with that being said, that is the word that God gave me for this video. So as always, until the next one, I just want to say, God bless.